Hi everyone. Hi Hong Kong. Hello Hong Kong. Very happy to be here. I'm loving Hong Kong very, very much. It's, I would say, my second favorite country because I'm from Singapore. Obviously, I gotta say I love Singapore better. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, before I actually start, my name is Herbert Sim. I'm known as the Bitcoin Man. So if you're already following me, I have 10 million subscribers on YouTube and more across my social media platforms. I've been in crypto for the past 16 years already, up to date since 2010. I founded the world's first repository for compiling blockchain research papers called Crypto Chain University. So, thank you. So in 2017 to 18, most of you might have heard of Huobi. So I was the global operations director then. So I actually am part of the core team that brought them out from China into Singapore. It was during the China blanket ban of crypto, right? So subsequently, now fast forward as the Bitcoin Man, I've actually backed Websea, and I've joined them as the Chief Marketing Officer, right? Okay, so today I'm going to be taking the podium, because I have a lot of statistics to share as well, because our exchange has developed a lot across the past 5 years of our existence, right? Okay. So it's a pleasure to be here with you today. I want to share Websea's strategic direction for 2026. So this is actually recorded. So I want to be a little bit more formal, right? So because this thing, I want to be broadcasting to my 10 million subscribers as well, right? So about Websea's strategic direction for 2026, how we actually find growth amid market uncertainty. We all know right now the market is very uncertain. Thanks and no thanks to the wars, impending doom that's in the world right now, right? So our strategy this year can be summarized in one idea. It's precision empowerment, ecosystem expansion, growth through cycles, partner-driven scale. So this is not just a slogan, it defines the core logic that will drive Websea's development in the year ahead. So, wait, let me clicker. Okay, so as we move into 2026, Websea is entering a new phase of strategic evolution. Over the past few years, many platforms rely on aggressive market-driven approach, like growth fueled by momentum and traffic expansion. So as the industry matures, the platforms that truly navigate cycles are no longer those chasing scale. Okay, the other ones build on refined operations and strong product modes. So most platforms are built to scale in bull markets, but very few are designed to survive across all cycles. And that is why Websea. Okay, we are making a clear strategic shift from scale expansion to structure optimization. Okay, at product level, we have two core pillars. The first one is principal protected copy trading. So you probably heard of Robinhood, right? The copy trading, that's exactly what we have. Okay, and the second one is futures insurance. And this one, we are the very first in the world to have. Okay, so to provide an additional secondary layer protection for high volatility environments. I believe there are some traders among you, right? So when you trade, obviously you're going to make some losses, and that is why we actually introduced this futures insurance, right? For you to actually have a worry-free trading experience. Okay, so later we can have a one-on-one. You can chat with me more as well about this, and I welcome you to join Websea Exchange, right? So now the thing is, I'll give an overview market outlook for those already in crypto. Probably you are, aware of what's coming, but there are three structural shifts that are becoming interestingly and increasingly clear, right? First, what we're seeing is not just volatility. It's a structural shift of how actually markets behave, right? I think I spoke to some of you here very seasoned financial guys as well. Okay, so there's uncertainty is rising in the industry. I talk about what's going on, the wars and more. Okay, now there's a risk preference that's diverging. Okay, and third, there's a pressure on distribution channels that's also increasing. And then at Websea, that leads us to our clear principle, which is do not bet on market direction. We build for every market condition. So that is why I mentioned earlier we have the futures insurance protection for all traders, right? So whether be it in a bull market or sideways market, right, or bear market, users should always be able to find a trading approach that fits your needs, okay, with the seasoned traders inside here with us today. So our strategic response, right, we have 4 key strategic priorities. First, it's the mindset. Probably on YouTube or on Instagram, social media, you'll hear all these trading gurus talking about their mindsets, right? So it's about shifting. So we are shifting from a market-driven approach focused on timing, a platform-driven approach built on structure, discipline, and long-term sustainability. Okay. Second is foundation. We continue to strengthen our core products from principal protected copy trading and the futures insurance. Okay. So third is product expansion, and fourth is simply simplicity. Okay. We are lowering barriers to participate in crypto transactions. Okay. With Websea itself. We are building not just for traders who chase the market, but we are building for users who choose to stay through cycles. Okay, and most importantly, we have an ecosystem empowerment. So turning to a key pillar of Websea is our token itself, WBS. So I hope you guys check out Websea first and look up our WBS token, because right now it's beyond what other exchanges have from Binance, OKX and all. Okay, we have something that is a complete ecosystem which evolved beyond just a simple fee utility token. Okay, it's going to be a core circulating asset across the entire ecosystem. So we have inbuilt games, entertainment, and more, all within a crypto exchange itself. So probably up to today, the past 16 years of me in the industry, I've never come across an exchange right now that have games integrated in them, right? So I think it's a high time for you to check it out. Okay, so in the entertainment layer, we have GameFi, where you actually play games and earn money at the same time. Okay, and that is something we are trying to get the community excited about. Okay, so in the social layer, we have a Web3 messaging system as well, integrating asset management, community engagement, and content monetization. So think about this. You have a Facebook, Twitter on our crypto exchange as well, and you get to monetize your content. Okay, so together all these mechanisms form a self-reinforcing value loop. Okay, a whole entire ecosystem of how you can monetize. Okay, so our global strategy, very straightforward. We have a multi-regional presence. If you were there with us just a couple nights ago, we had a after party where over 800 people signed up for our event, right? We even had a AV Japanese porn star at our event to push the angle of safe sex, CEX, okay? Which is basically a centralized exchange. So we want all our users to stay safe. And in fact, at the venue itself, we were dishing out condoms, 避孕套, right? So I think we are doing some things that are really unconventional and challenging the ecosystem. Okay, obviously you can tell who is the guy thinking and planning all this from the Bitcoin man himself, right? So our global strategy, very straightforward. It's all about having a shield, a spear, and an engine. Okay, so the product strength is our shield. Okay, and WBS is our engine, and we divide our global strategy into growth markets and core markets. So in growth markets right now, we have a few key countries that we're targeting right now, from Vietnam, Brazil, Middle East, Russia, and Southeast Asia. Okay, markets with strong demand, young user bases, and rapidly expanding Web3 adoption. So right now we are already in Japan, South Korea, Turkey, Malaysia, and Indonesia. Just a couple days ago, we just announced that we are now also in Hong Kong, right? So we are leveraging on localized operations and community-driven growth. So we're very happy because a couple days ago at the side event, our after party itself, we met so many KOLs from across Asia, from China to Hong Kong, Taiwan, and more, right? All the Chinese-speaking communities are all joining on board Websea. So we're really, really excited. So right now, user growth, we already surpassed 2.5 million registered users, okay? And then right now, we have over 100,000 daily active users, people that are trading, right? You can look us up on CoinMarketCap. It's already top 50 in the world, right? On Feixiaohao and for Chinese speakers, we are also ranked top 20, right? So the trading scale, we are building towards a $10 billion daily trading volume, okay? So in terms of industry positioning, right, our goal is very clear, to sustain us at the top 30 on global exchange rankings from CMC to CoinGecko this very year. Okay, so obviously all exchanges, how effective and powerful they get, it's all about liquidity and depth, right? So, but for us, it's all about platform security as well, right? So that's why we are the very first exchange, I would say, in the world that's hybrid, okay? It's centralized and decentralized combined, okay? So the users' funds are always safe with you. We all heard about FTX, right? So when the exchange crash, all your user funds are gone. But with us, even if, touch wood, okay, there's no wood beside me, but if it crashes, okay, the funds are still with you. And that's what's important, okay? So when users constantly generate money, okay, when you make money, you're gonna love our exchange. So the growth will become exponential. So in closing, okay, our strategy at Websea is very simple. Build true products, scale through ecosystem, sustain through partnerships. So I believe some of you here are vendors as well. Come speak to me. I'd love to see how we can work together and partner up as well. So together, these principles define how we navigate cycles and drive long-term growth. So looking ahead, we are committed to building alongside our partners, you, and shape the next phase of this industry together. All right? Thank you, everyone. So, but stay tuned because next up is a panel where I'll be speaking to with my fellow panelists. Yeah? Thank you, everyone.